It's a good day. It's a good day. I'm Nick, and I'm joined, of course, by Chris the Screenplay Fish, aka the only other person in the room who's a Hearthstone fan, which is why he's my co-host today. Chris, you excited about the new expansion? He's loving it. So the new Hearthstone expansion got announced today. It is called the Witchwood. Before we get started, though, I just need to say, every game needs a developer mascot. This video that they put out, Ben Bro, Dave running around the forest getting, like, shenaniganed.
The Witchwood! It's Hearthstone's newest expansion! Dave must have found it out here in the forest!
Hey guys! Dave!
Oh, you scared me. We were looking for you.
It's just, they keep topping themselves. At the beginning of the year, Blizzard put out, it was just a couple of weeks ago actually, put out teaser images for the 3 expansions that are coming out. 3 icons, 3 Hearthstone icons, themed for each expansion. Everyone looked at the first one and they went, that's Moonglade. That's Moonglade from World of Warcraft. It's gonna be a Druid expansion. Look at all the moons. It's so glady. Everyone was so sure. You were so sure, and you were wrong. You were so wrong, you idiots. These lovable dorks made you look like such idiots. I thought it would be Moonglade as well. But it's not, it's the Witchwood. We're in a forest. It is not Druid. It is not Moonglady. Instead, we're looking at Worgans. We're looking at werewolves. We're looking at pumpkins that some are decorated with slash marks and the others seem to be corporate branding for Blizzard. We're also getting 135 new cards with it. We're gonna be learning more about these cards. The spoiler season starts at the end of this month on the 26th. On top of that, we're also getting new single player content. So in the last expansion, in Kobolds, they introduced the dungeon runs. They were really satisfying, but the problem with them is you stop playing them once you kind of finished it because there was no reason to continue. And so instead of introducing a different mode of single player content, they're just releasing new heroes with new hero powers and new sort of special cards within the dungeon run, which I think is really smart. That's a really good idea. Excellent work, but let's talk about what we all want to talk about. Those lovable dorks in the forest. It was just such a charming video. No, let's actually talk about the cards that they revealed, which apparently were printed out on big pieces of cardboard hidden around forest. That doesn't seem very witchy. That seems like just some dude who managed to get like access to a Kinko's. Kinko's in Australia? Is that a reference I've taken from America? How do we print things here? Officeworks. It's like some guy went to Officeworks. Never been to an Officeworks. So we got 3 new legendary cards announced. Azalina Soul Thief. That's scary. That's a scary name. Her battle cry is you replace your hand with a copy of your opponent's. This is one of those cards that could be awful until it's great. I mean, it could be awful because a lot of the time you don't want what your opponent has in their hand. They are playing a completely different deck to you. It probably doesn't synergize with most of what you've put in your deck. But also, they might just have trash in their hand. They may not have a good hand. You don't know what it is. The only advantage to that is you suddenly know all the options that they have. But this is gonna be great when you're playing against like a control character who has really big minions, who has really powerful cards. Also, most likely if they're playing control, a big hand at the time because it's turn 8 and you're taking a stack of cards from them. So in that case, it's gonna be really good. We're gonna have to see with this one. There's no way of telling whether or not this is gonna be a fantastic card or just die on a vine. The next 2 legendaries came up. I love these. So we've got Gen Greymane and Baku the Moon Eater. The idea behind these are the deck building conditional cards, and I love this kinds of stuff in Hearthstone. Here, for Gen, if your deck only has even cost cards, then your hero power costs 1. And for Baku, if your deck has only odd cost cards, then upgrade your hero power. The special things about these cards is these activate at the start of your match. These are not a battle cry that come out. I also love these kinds of cards where it forces you to build a deck in a certain way around a certain really unique modifier, not just about like, I'm centering around this is my win condition card. So these are fun. I really like the look of these. I think these will be great. Next up, we've got Phantom Militia. This card is crazy. It's got a new keyword, it's called Echo. This means that when you play the card, it creates a phantom version in your hand that only lasts for that turn. Costs the same amount of mana, but you can play it again. So every time you play this card, then you get a copy of it that you can put back down. When you pass on your turn, then those phantom copies disappear. So this is a 3 mana 2/4 with Taunt. You can have 10 mana, play a 4 mana cost card, and then play 2 of these. There's a lot of options here. Also, the idea that it has Taunt, this one is, you know, you'll be able to sort of block out your board against anything your opponent has. And then I was watching a video this morning where Crip was talking about the potential of this with Summoning Stone, which lowers your cards by 2 mana. So this would be a 1 mana card that you could flood a board with and have Taunt to protect your Summoning Stone. That's crazy, even though Warlock doesn't need more things to flood the board with at the moment with Taunt, but it's still a great idea, and I'm really excited about seeing the more Echo cards in this expansion. We've also got Pumpkin Peasant. Pumpkin Peasant, again, I love this kind of mechanic. Every turn, it switches its health and attack. So it means that if you feel like you need something that has heavy attack, then you can wait until you get a turn when it's in your hand, when it's got 4 attack, play that out. I just feel like those options are really helpful. Lifesteal is always nice. It hasn't been particularly revolutionary in the last expansion, but still, you know, 4 lifesteal is a helpful thing to be having on turn 3. That's not too bad a deal. And then finally, we've got Militia Commander. So this also has a new keyword, and this one is called Rush. This is basically charge, but can only attack minions, so you can't hit your opponent's face. So this is a really, really strong charge card for 4 mana, except for the fact that you can't use it to end the game. You're using it for board control. So it is a 2/5, but its battle cry is it gets +3 attack on the turn that you play it. So that means you actually got a 5/5 on board for 4 mana. Those are good stats. You're probably going to be killing things that are like 2, 3, 4 mana cards, which means it's most likely going to survive. Suddenly you have something that's cleared a minion on your opponent's side, you've taken a bit of board tempo, you've still got something down there, and it's 4 mana, and it's just keeping you on curve. This is like a good card. We're going to be seeing, I'm sure, a lot more of these rush cards over the next couple of weeks as they announce it. This is potentially powerful if it gives you too much board control, but I like the idea of modifying existing mechanics that we already have, like charge, so that you go, it's basically charge, but a little less shit, but therefore way more powerful when it comes to just hitting minions. They also basically teased one more card, and they said it was too OP to print, and we saw a little glimpse of it. Obviously, they did print it. They literally went to Officeworks and or Kinko's and printed this card, lay it down on the ground. It is Hagatha. It looks like a shaman card, and Ben Brode has come out on Twitter and said it is a shaman hero card. Hagatha is a dark shaman who has twisted the woods around Glinnaeus. She's the witch in the Witchwood. We wanted to make her a hero card so that she'd stand out. He was then asked if there's going to be more hero cards for other classes in the set, and he said no, this is the only one. So all of this is really, really, really appealing to me. I love the look of this set. I love that sort of twisted woods kinds of thing. It has a lighthearted vibe to it, which I really enjoy. I just love these developer shenanigan videos. I think it's a really smart way of putting this out. Some people think it's childish. I think it's just really charming. And Hearthstone at the moment is just, it's literally in the best place it's ever been. They've announced some really solid nerfs to cards to change up the meta. They have changed the ranked ladder system so that it's way less of a grind. They've increased the rewards that you get for completing quests. This expansion looks really good. We've got a tournament mode coming soon. They've added new cards to Arena, and this is just February. So this is, no, wait, is it March? Oh my God, it's March. Where is my life going? This is March. It's been 2.5 months, and I feel like Hearthstone has gotten more announcements than it has in the last 3 years. So I am pumped. Let me know what you think about Witchwood in the comments. And I don't want to hear that you don't play Hearthstone. I don't give a shit. Why are you watching this video then? Is it because of me? That's very nice of you. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe, even if you didn't enjoy the video. Just give us a hate like and a hate subscribe, and then there's more videos you can hate watch here. There's one there, it's terrible. It's gonna make you so angry. And one down there, that's really bad too, and you're gonna like, yeah, you're gonna get all worked up, and you can, you know, get out some pent frustration.